Hello and welcome to High Noon. We are here live at the World Series of Poker, and the energy is electric. You can feel it in the room. It's the biggest tournament of the year. Poker has never been bigger. It's just an incredible time, and I want to start by showing you guys what you're all here for, the biggest story of the day right now. Go ahead, Producer John. Give the people what they want. Just incredibly beautiful, moving stuff here, Mintzy.
Riveting.
You played the main yesterday. You didn't have a great day, but you're still in there. How are you feeling? What was it like?
Well, first of all, I want to say it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think the older version of me, this is my 8th main event. You know, I just turned 40. I think I just appreciate it more and more as I get older. Like back when I used to just grind for a living, you know, it's just like you just get in that mode where it's all you do is poker and you just don't appreciate it. And so, I mean, I had a blast getting to play. I was on the featured table for 2 hours after dinner, caught like literally no hands. I tried to mix it up and talk and like at least be mildly entertaining. Not sure if I was successful. Ended up, had kind of a crappy last level of the night. But I bagged $34K, which obviously is not great going to 4,800. But look, Will, it's the main event. You know, you don't want to. I made sure I was like, do not punt this off the last level. Give yourself a chance on day 2. You can easily spend 34 to 2 or 300. You know, I mean, anything can happen on a new day on Friday. So I guess I give myself credit on that. I made a big fold. I folded king queen on a queen 9-6 queen one time, and the guy told me later he had 9s full. So at least I did one thing fairly right yesterday.
Yeah, if there's one thing you don't want to do, the biggest no-no in the main event, you don't want to punt. Such a great tournament, such a slow structure. As you see, Espen Jostad, the last year's main event champion himself, setting us off to play today. Day 1C, there's only one more day 1, which is day 1D tomorrow. And then there are still day 2 registrations you can get into. You still get 65 big blinds, I believe. But just electric energy here at the Horseshoe, also at the Paris. Just you can feel the blood coursing through the veins. No time like this, Mintzy. So you feel like you can recover?
Well, one thing is moral of the story. You just mentioned the main event champ. He bagged $18K on day 1 last year.
Yeah. So
I mean, you can't win the main event on day 1, but you can lose it. It kind of reminds me of golf. Like, you know, you can't win the golf tournament usually day 1, but you can miss the cut kind of thing.
Yeah. The way it definitely reminds me of golf is you can be, you know, you don't have to be an athlete. You can be.
I mean, clearly. I mean,
yeah.
Look at this figure. I mean,
look at this figure, Mintzy. Shredded, absolutely shredded here.
Rocking my True Classic tee, by the way. Shout out to them.
You got a promo code for the people?
For the True Classic? I don't know. I know they're great. I see their name on the PokerGo featured table, so they're obviously giving us something.
Yeah, we had a crazy show yesterday, a lot of technical difficulties, but we are back today, full strength here, full steam ahead. We're going to be bringing you live coverage from the main event. We do have a little bit of a shorter show, unfortunately, today, but that's because we have the online bracelet event here, 5,200, absolutely stacked final table, headlined by none other than Yuval Bronstein, great World Series of Poker resume, Sam Soverell, another incredible player, Alexis Ponikov's a Euro, but a funny one, and none other than Ethan Rampage Yao. And I got to say, this guy just keeps coming back. Was tweeting about how depressing the World Series was just a few days ago. Now he's at a final table. This is going to be streamed right as we're done. So we're going to get you guys out there to the field. But we've got Ryan Depaulo actually doing some interviews today. Hopefully this won't get us canceled. Let's go out to the field.
I'll keep an eye on it, like Jeff Platt. We're live. Hi, I'm here with Ryan Araquezo. I don't know if you guys know him. You probably do. I know him. Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Congratulations. You recently won your 3rd World Series of Poker bracelet in the online something or other. What was it, 500?
It was the 400 Ultra Stack Bird on the Sunday.
Dude, let's fucking go. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, man.
And I saw they did a live photo shoot with you. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, my girlfriend and my good buddy Mikey were able to be at it. So since it wasn't an online bird, they just reached out to me and let me do it like on Sunday. So that was pretty cool because we got to get some pretty good photos.
I got to get used to not pulling it away before you're done answering the question. You're here in day 1 seat here. Don't miss a hand. I don't want you to miss. Well, one more question. We recorded an epic podcast at my house that never came out. I'm sorry for that. Will you forgive me?
Of course, let's do another one.
You spit hilarious shit. He said, like, you know, I get mad when a guy calls and sucks out, but I'm the idiot. He's an engineer. I'm here trying to fucking grind out 3 big blinds per 100. I'm the dumbass. He's the genius.
That's true. That's true.
So, well, shout outs to you. It's early, but good luck. Go play. Did your table look soft?
I don't know yet. You're not letting me play any hands.
All right. Back to you guys.
Ryan Araquezo, a longtime circuit grinder, great guy, won one of the online events here, which is also another great part of the series, right? You get these online events, $250, $500 buy-ins, thousands of people. I believe he won like $150,000. A lot of winners here. There are still bracelet events. We got some great winners photos. I think this is this is Bradley Gafford, who won the mini main event. I did play in this event, did not final table, did not even cash.
How much of the line did you wait in?
No, I don't really wait in the lines here, Mintzy. I always late reg. But this is Bradley Gafford, who won the 1K mini main event for $550,000. And this is, producer John, who's this? This is Hassan Kamel, who won the
Nailed it.
10K PLO 8 or better event. Dylan Wiseman final tabled this event. Very prestigious event here. Great bracelet pick, too. What do you think about that, Mintzy? Would you put a bracelet in your mouth, maybe?
Yes, I definitely would. I like the creativity and energy. You can just see his joy and excitement.
Yeah,
in his
incredible
mouth, coming
time.
out of his mouth.
And what I think is interesting, the dynamic that isn't talked about a lot, the main event used to be the last event of the series.
Yeah, and there were no post limps.
No, so if you busted the main, it was legit. Your series was over. You were dust.
Yeah, I remember there was like a weird feeling in 2011 because when I got deep, you were yanking all the tables, and there were only like 8 or 9 tables left in the entire.
They were
Rio.
emptying the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But now the post limp thing's really
Yeah.
big, and there's a lot of them going all the way till July 18th, I believe.
Yeah, so you can still chase your losses here if you bust the main, but busting the main is not a good feeling. I mean, this is the biggest tournament of the year. This is the one. Let's show. This guy's wanted some coverage. This guy has actually asked me for coverage specifically last night. So we're going to give him his wish. Let's go out to the field. We've got none other than Luke Vrabel.
Oh, nice, good. We're giving
Slayman
coverage.
himself.
He's been
Hopefully,
asking me to-
if Depaulo's first interview didn't get us canceled, this one
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
will.
no,
But
you're
let's
good.
go out to the field and show you guys Slayman
You
playing
look
day
sexy.
1C here.
Cross.
All right, I'm here with Luke Vrabel, Slayabades, a known hater on Twitter. How are you doing?
I am not a hater. I am an equal opportunity hater, but I am not a hater.
Well, despite you personally insulting many of my closest friends, I still follow you on Twitter because I think you're hilarious.
Don't follow me on Twitter.
Okay, well, I thought I did. Anyway, sorry. So how are you doing? You say you don't get coverage on High Noon, apparently, but now you're here. What do you have to say to the world?
I mean, I wasn't ready for the interview yet. Usually I get going around 4 when I'm really in my freaking Zen space, you know, but I love dankness. I tolerate you, and I'd like to get involved, you know, get on the show, maybe do a little announcing one day. Shout out to Carrie Katz. I just, I love the game. I was banned for many years. Now I'm back. It's all love. It's good to be back. And, I just want to make a run.
Yeah, well, Carrie definitely watching. I know he pays the $10 a month to subscribe to your Twitter. How does your table look soft? There's some Euro-y looking guys here. What do you think?
This fella could play right here, Mr. Joseph. I don't know the rest of these gentlemen, but I'm sure they're all very accomplished and strong players.
All right, well, good. Good luck in the main. Sorry to interrupt you. Ms. Reg Energy, medium here. Back to Will and Ryan. Will and Ben. Thank you, dude.
Yeah, one of the most classic Mizregs in the game. He wanted some airtime. We got him his wish.
I like Slayer. I'll say it. I know. It's. I think he's funny. The $10 thing on Twitter. I think he said it went up to 11 because of the blue check mark now, because all the Elon things Twitter. But look, I'm a fan. I got to say, he makes me laugh on a daily basis. He definitely pushes the envelope maybe a little farther than I would like to. But we didn't get canceled there, so I think we're doing okay.
And this is a special moment. Slay Dog has been banned from the World Series for many years. Apparently, his good buddy Nicky Palma put in some words, got him back in action this year. So, how do you feel about this little switch up? We got Depaulo out in the field now, and you're here. I kind of like it because it's a less chance of us getting canceled with Depaulo having less airtime.
I was looking forward to I will say this, the Slayer. I was looking for. I want to get a Slayer interview before this summer is over. But I'm enjoying this. Well,
Wow, he sniped your interview there.
Well, I'll say this, Will. You're like I like working with you because you've got a fun, dry humor, and I feel like our personalities are like different, but in a good way. You know, so yeah, this is great.
They're different, all right. Depaulo out there in the field. I don't know why he's wearing those headphones. Also, like he definitely doesn't need them to do the interviews. Let's show you a shot of what Depaulo's doing out there. Look at this. These are, I believe,
those kicks?
Yeah, what are those kicks? Very nice. Yeah, let's definitely not get any coverage of the main event tables that are going on. I'm sure the people in the chat just want to see Depaulo's shoes.
They are nice shoes, though.
Incredible field here. I mean, just looking every day, I've had the same feeling when I watch these tables. Oh, my God, this tournament looks great. I'm hoping I feel the same way when I register tomorrow. I am going to be playing, not to make this about me, but I did get way too high last main event. And not even the last main event, the October COVID series main event. And I did the one thing you should not do.
You punted day one.
I punted
On day
so
one,
hard,
too?
so hard. You know, it's the worst feeling when
yeah.
it's like 4:30 p.m. and you're sitting on 20% of your starting stack, and you just know it's going out the door.
You're making me feel better about my day yesterday because
Yeah.
at least that was the one thing I did not do. Yesterday was interesting. So I didn't even know I was going to play the main yesterday, but I was just walking around and it was nothing but older gentlemen that looked like they won satellites. And so I thought it was a good day to hop in. And, you know, I thought I had a pretty favorable table all day, but they probably thought the same thing about me because they beat my ass a pretty good bit.
Well, I want to show you something. Cut to the shot of this is Lucky Chewy, Andrew Lichtenberger. I had a great chat with Chewy the other day. One of my favorite people in poker. And I got to say, he said something that really struck me. He's had a bad summer. He's had a little rough go of it. But he said to me, Mintzy, his confidence is renewed, stronger than ever, and he feels that he is destined for greatness.
Destined for greatness. He's like in visualizing the success.
He's in visualizing.
That's a dangerous thing, man. Like, I think if you put that kind of positive energy out in the world, you know, maybe good things will happen. I've been also telling myself the same thing and haven't quite hit it yet.
Yeah, so I'm in I'm in visualizing not punting. Danny Martin in the chat says, "Don't blame being high." Yeah, I'm gonna blame it, Danny Martin. I'm gonna
Nothing
blame
but
it.
straight and narrow this year for you in the main, huh?
Straight and narrow. I'm doing yoga before every session. I'm getting a special quinoa smoothies. And look who we have in the field. Doug Polk already played. That is Vanessa Selps. Come on, control yourself here, Mintzy. That is Vanessa Selps. Bringing it back to the felt. You know, and if you grew up like me and Mintzy did and were old, Vanessa was one of the really first kind of TV players, TV punters, but also just beasts. I mean, she absolutely crushed for a long stretch there.
I feel like a lot of people thought she's the greatest woman poker player of all time.
I think for a while she was probably
she
was probably just the greatest tournament player, period.
Yeah, just
woman or man.
Unbelievable. And like I know she does law and has a lot of other stuff going on in her life.
Yeah.
But like when she was focused on poker, she smoked it.
She smoked it like a bong, which we were not doing during this main event at all. But she took some time away to be with her family. She's back at the main event. Let's show you some hands from the main event. Let's show you a brutal hand. I mean, this is just as bad as it gets. Producer John, roll the footage. It's not Charlie Carroll, I promise you guys.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And Mulady had just flatted the kings. All right. Hello. Everyone wake up. Wake up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a hand. Bonyani raising with ace-deuce of hearts to 1,300. Ben Mintz making it 4,000 to go with 9-7 diamonds after having been quiet for quite a while. Then Mulady making the call from the small blinds, and Jan making it 16,200 from the big blinds. We could see an absolutely massive clash right here as action folds back to Mintz, who lets it go. Mulady just calling with kings here. Donnie, Mulady seemingly on his way to not go broke so far.
Yeah, but it might be, you want to see a safe flop and then go from there. He flops top set. Oh my.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, snap all in.
And Jan not happy about this despite having pocket aces. The shove is for 43,900. Donnie, he could not have shoved any faster.
He almost beat him into the pot there.
Wow, so much strength shown by Mulady. He does toss in the call. Major problems.
Jeez. Woo, baby.
Wow. Jan saying that is exactly what I thought you had. 126,000 chips in the middle here. Aces versus kings. Jan looking for an ace, or else he'll take a massive blow to his stack. Milady 2 cards away from an enormous double up. Let's see the turn card. It is the 6 of diamonds. No help, no change. Jan looking for an ace and an ace only to take this pot down. River card. It is the 5 of hearts.
So, I think the most interesting fact about this hand is that you would have won.
No,
had you
ace
went
2
with
of
it.
hearts would have won. The opener had the
Yeah,
had
but
the
ace 2 of hearts was out of there. He was never playing. But had you gone with the 9-7 of diamonds, you would have won the hand.
Well, I thought the funny thing about the hand was I was really card dad, and I thought I was picking a good 3-bet spot on the guy who was opening wide. And the one time I 3-bet, the people have 2 kings and aces, the 2 hands behind me. I just thought that was pretty damn
You had the
comical.
image. You know, I know everybody's been there. You haven't played a hand in a while. You've been card dead. You pick up a beautiful suited connector.
Dude's opening wide.
You 3-bet.
Some Italian.
Yeah,
the
you-
cutoff. He's
you-
opening anything.
You 3-bet a great spot, and then a player who you never want to see starts tanking behind you, and you just know you messed up. But yeah, we're out here live at the World Series. That was the only Mintzy hand we're going to show you. He didn't have a very exciting day.
Yeah, I bet 10 deuce off blind versus blind and showed it because it was a Doyle Brunson thing, and that wasn't very exciting, but at least it was something. I was trying.
Yeah,
I
Mintzy
was
did
working
try
with what I
to.
got.
Mintzy did try to pay homage to the late great Doyle Brunson. And speaking of paying homage, make sure you guys pay homage to the show. Smash the like button, hit subscribe, share this with your grandpa. Nowhere else do you get this cutting-edge, state-of-the-art field coverage from the main event. Look how busy it is out there.
Yeah, we're the
I
only
mean,
live show at the WSOP.
Yeah, we're it, guys. And the main event coverage will start later tonight. I believe it's 7 p.m. every night sharp here on the West Coast. Look at this. The man himself is playing today. Really rough summer for Daniel Negreanu. Basically, things have gone as poorly as possible for someone who keeps all their own action. Goes super deep in the $300 Gladiator. Gets like 90th out
Yeah,
of
70 seconds.
20,000 people.
That's the one
Bust-
he used up all the energy
Yeah.
on.
Also goes deep in like another, like a $400 deep stack or something. Bust the 250K twice. Bust the 100K twice. I think he's down millions on the summer, but it's Daniel Negreanu. I mean, he's got the Rocky shirt on. He'll probably make a deep run here in the main event.
Oh, that or he'll win just like the last post limb for like 500K and get it all back.
Yeah, I mean, look, guys, there's one thing you got to do in the main event. This tournament is the biggest, longest grind of any tournament of the year. Oh, my gosh. And, wow, he's actually granted Depaulo an interview. He takes a little sniff at Depaulo, doesn't like what he smells. But let's go out to the field.
Test. All right, I'm here with, what was your name?
John.
I'm here with John, the greatest poker ambassador of all time, D-Nigs, obviously. Day one, C of the main. Do you believe in any of this meta strategy on picking a day one, or you just play when you feel well?
I'm a big break guy. I want to have a break between day 1 and day 2, and a break between day 2 and day 3. Day 1C fits the bill.
So you've had a rough series, I guess, financially. You've run well in the wrong spots, right? Except the 10K deuce. You finished third, right?
5th in the 10K deuce. I had 12 cashes for a lot of deep runs in these big field events. The Gladiator, bro. I was in the Gladiator with you. We were deep. So overall, I don't look at the numbers because, imagine you just looked at buy-ins, right? I'm up a ton of buy-ins. The problem is the ones I'm down in cost $250K and $100K and $100K. So, the short sample size of the high rollers I didn't bink any of those. So that's okay. But overall, I feel good about how I played. Very few mistakes. I got the oopsie meter running in my vlog, and there hasn't been that many of them.
Do you think vlogging hurts you at all in, focusing or anything?
No, not the way that I do it, right? Because I typically, only when I want to zone out for a minute, I shoot a little bit, and I do it on breaks, and it holds me accountable. Because now I have to explain to people, why did you do that? I'm like, okay, here's what I was thinking. And, and then I'm also accountable to myself because I let them know when I screwed up.
I relate to that. Sorry. This guy's so swagged out, such a good ambassador. He missed a hand. Go. I don't want to. I think you did, no?
I would never miss a hand. Are you crazy? Miss a hand to talk to you? There's no chance that would ever happen.
Oh, all right. Well, I thought he might. I don't know. GG. And Daniel gave me the vlog advice on how to do the system. The legend of vlogging, legend of poker. John, thank you so much. Back to you guys.
Yeah, I believe that's.
There's nowhere else you can get this kind of coverage
No,
than high noon
I
here
mean,
on Poker
Negreanu, John Negreanu there, incredible ambassador of the game. Really the most known face, there's kind of like this Mount Rushmore of poker faces. There is Daniel Negreanu, Phil Hellmuth, Phil Ivey, Doyle Brunson.
Yeah.
And I think you can make some arguments, for a Nicky Palma maybe.
Yeah, maybe
in 20 years, if everything if he sun runs and starts winning high rollers. But Negreanu obviously how can you? The guy's vlogging every day.
That's the thing that amazes me is like to be on the pedestal he's on and still just loves it so much. Like, you think Daniel Negreanu needs to vlog every day and make money? I mean, he just loves the game, loves being an ambassador, and I admire his attitude. That was some serious mental gymnastics there. Be like, I'm making some runs in these 3 and 400s. I'm showering off 250K a few times, 100K, but it's not a big deal. Like, yeah.
Imagine you come to the series, you come to the main event, you've had a bad series, you're playing day one. Ryan Depaulo comes up to you with a mic and calls you John and says you had a rough series, buddy. He just handles it like a champ, takes it all on the chin. Daniel Negreanu, one of the top vloggers out there, just growing the game, doing all the right things.
Has for a long time, too. That's the longevity. I mean, I remember Kid Poker came on the scene in 98. I mean, that's 25 years ago. He's been such a great ambassador.
I will say, though, Phil Hellmuth won his 17th bracelet this summer, and I do think the vlogging, I don't think Daniel will admit it, I think it does distract him. I just think there's no way you can be out there with the camera, always
putting content on.
You gotta put, how it works, Mintzy.
No,
you
I
gotta
do too.
put
I'm
the
in the
face
content
on.
game.
It's draining.
No,
guys. It might not
is.
look like it, but speaking of draining, my
is very
God, do
draining.
we have a stack table here? Nick Schulman. I spoke to him actually before he won his bracelet that he won. I forget, 1,500, I think.
They think it was that stud. Was it that stud one that Sean Deeb was at?
It's got to be a stud event. Look at the guy. And he said, I'm wearing the glasses this summer. It was really emphatic. Like, he never wore glasses before. I don't know if you noticed that. He never wore stunner shades like this. I mean, the Macho Man Randy Savage. I believe that's Vivian Saliba, legend of the game, 888 Pro, repping Brazil. Yeah, Schulman, I mean, can we get in? I'll tell you one thing. I would be shocked if Schulman let Depaulo interview him. Like, I don't even think they're going to ask. I'm pretty sure they're not going to ask. He doesn't. He already looks like he wants the camera off him. But Nick Schulman, I mean, just another incredible ambassador of the game. Let us know in chat, guys, after you subscribe, after you ring the bell, after you share this with your grandparents. Who else could be on the poker? Who's in, like, the next bracket? You know what I mean? Like, you got the NBA, you got Jordan, LeBron, whoever.
Yeah.
Who's in the next tier down on the Mount Rushmore?
So it's interesting to me. A couple of the ones I'd bring up are just like it's a different generation now. Like, I'm trying to think some other guys. I mean, I always thought Patrick Antonius was up there.
Yeah. So speaking of Patrick Antonius, the Terminator, he bagged up one of the biggest stacks yesterday. So did Johnny Chan. I personally, I mean, I don't think Patrick's on that level. I think Seidel would be a good person to throw in the mix. And then, you got to start thinking about these, guys. I'm not even going to mention them because some of them have some black marks on their names, so they're not going up there. But that's neither here nor there. And I believe that is Marley Sprague, another content creator. A lot of content creators out here, Mintzy. It's a great time. I don't know.
People are smart though. When you get the big views on the YouTube, you can supplement the poker income with it, and there's a lot of variance in these WSOP events. So if you can pull in any income, it's good. That's obviously me and you are sitting here trying to.
Yeah, we're sitting pretty here. Mintzy and I are set for life from the work we've done this summer. We'll never have to work again, but we will because, like Negreanu, we're passionate. We want to keep growing the game. Someone said Howard Lederer and Jesus Ferguson. We could do like a Mount Rushmore of like shame.
Oh, that would be good. I think that would be
that'd be good. I think Lederer, Annie Duke, Jesus Ferguson.
I mean, they're all very, very near the top.
Excuse me, guys.
On that, I believe Russ Hamilton.
Snoop Dogg just says I broke my finger smashing the like button. We're gonna go out to Marley with Ryan for a quick interview in the field.
I'm here with Marley Sprague, vlogger turned Mizreg. How's it going?
It's going good so far. I'm down somehow, but it's a long day.
Emotionally, how do you feel?
Butterflies in the stomach, special feeling in the air. This is an event like no other. I'm excited for sure.
I'm sorry I called you Mizreg, but I know you talk about the ups and downs of but for the main, you have to be. If your DGen tingles aren't up, you're dead inside, correct?
Definitely, yeah. I'm a certified Mizreg. I will wear that with pride, for sure.
Yeah, we started out hopeful here, both becoming Mizregs. Content leads to more play, leads to Mizregery. We're doing our best out here. Back to you guys. Thanks. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Actually, is one of the biggest Mizregs. On low key, like just because he's creating content doesn't mean he's not. Poor Marley. Look at Marley. Let's get a shot of her. She looks a little shaken from that interview.
Depaulo's kind of going in with some weird energy, you know.
Look, I gotta say,
I mean, it's the main.
everybody's
Everybody's hopes are up, and he's coming in with the negativity.
You think this is bad? You should have heard him in your seat yesterday. This is completely Disneyland compared to that. But Marley looks like you got to shake those Mizreg vibes off. Get ready.
Said somebody kicked her dog. She's only on the first level.
I think she's a cat person.
Oh.
But yeah, Depaulo, really interesting interview strategy. Not holding any shots back. Really not surprised Showman didn't let him get an interview. But yeah, we're here, day one of the main event. Just incredible atmosphere out here.
How many people
Horseshoe.
do you think we're going to end up getting here? I know there's been a lot of talk about people thinking this could be the biggest main.
Well, I feel like I printed a free $100. I took the over on 9,100 versus Depaulo. I think we might hit 10K plus.
I think we might. So where are we at now? Do we know? I guess we probably don't know.
There's no way we have that information, Mintzy. What
But
do you think? This is PokerGO?
I'm just wondering, I mean, how many are we going to need tomorrow?
What do you think? Producer John knows that?
I don't know.
I didn't even put on his underpants right today.
Well, either way, I think it's going to get to 10.
But actually, not many technical difficulties so far. Maybe we need to keep this going. Our view counts are rising. You guys are, again, I want you guys to do the hardest thing you've done in the past few months and just gently tap the like button. Don't even worry about the other buttons. Let's see if we can get above 2K concurrence as we go out to the field and see the end boss. I know Mintzy as a poker fan. If you're a real poker fan, if you're a grinder, this guy kind of is your Michael Jordan, Darren Elias.
Oh, yeah, I'm a big Elias fan.
I mean, just consummate pro.
One of the best ever on the World Poker Tour.
He's even doing some content now. MGM
Everybody's
ambassador, everybody. If Darren
Darren Elias was always like a stone cold, like super intense.
So stone cold killer, no words. Now he's doing 20-second Twitter ads. So it's a good time to be in the content game. A lot of money in here, guys. And yeah, that's I believe a Swedish reg next to him. But Darren Elias here on day 1C of the main event. Tomorrow is 1D.
Tomorrow's going to be wild.
Tomorrow is going to be insane, guys. Okay, so there are satellites running out the wazoo in this horseshoe room in the Paris. You're going to see so many qualifiers who have qualified through these things. It is going to be an absolute juice fest. Do what you got to do. Sell action. Sell at negative markup. Sell at 1.8. I don't care. Get in this field, guys. You do not want to miss this main event. And you can get a chance, even more so than winning maybe $10 million, could potentially get interviewed by one of me, Mintzy, or Ryan Depaulo. Shout out to Natalie Bodie. He's not with us anymore. Did a great job. Won't be her who interviews you. Probably won't be Kara Scott. You probably won't get coverage on TV, but it's a possibility. Look at this. Another legend of the game here, Alan Cunningham.
Some interesting Twitter stuff with him talking about eating edibles and strategy.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't, back in the day, I wouldn't have had him pegged for that kind of.
So you got to, a lot of the guys we grew up watching had these crazy strategies. Like we thought, Alan Cunningham, dude was probably on magic mushrooms when he, made that deep main event run, lost to Jamie Gold eventually and Paul Wasika. These guys are gamblers. Mintzy. They're not just straight shooters, Alan Cunningham there, rocking the stash. A lot of legends out here in the field. We are going to get out of here in about 15 minutes, but you guys should really stay tuned. Stay on PokerGo because we're going to give you a live broadcast of the online final table, which, truthfully, online tends to be a little tougher than live. Mm-hmm. So these, Sam Savero, Rampage, these are the best of the best.
I'm also excited. This is my first time in the booth on the commentary for poker. I've done play-by-play for sports, but I'm doing it with Remco.
How can I forget? Mintzy and Remco, a little bit of Euro, a little bit of America. We've got the one and only Maria Ho. I don't know if she's in the Poker Hall of Fame yet, but she needs to be. She
does.
ASAP.
Yeah.
Talk about ambassadors for the game. Maria Ho.
Does it on all levels, too.
Yeah, just the nuts. Doesn't get any better than that. But, we are here at the Horseshoe. Main event time. Someone in chat says Andrew Brown is winning it all. Got to say, I saw him the other night. I don't think he's winning it all.
No? He was the only one?
He looked beyond miseregery. But maybe it was just a bad night, Has
anybody heard how anybody get really fun 4th of July wild stories from
I was trying to get more info on the Hooney party. Because I was thinking about going, but how, I don't know if this is your style, but I'm somebody who always, if there's a party, I always ask people what it's like.
Yeah, because you want to get that 100% report.
Yeah, I don't want to go. I don't want to show up.
30 minutes
show
out,
up and it's dusk, that it's too late. I thought we'd get a lot of video footage, a lot of Instagram. Couldn't find much info,
I
so
hadn't heard much either.
just ended up playing PLO at Aria. Did run into some fun characters. Actually talked to Tom Dwan a little bit last night.
Did you?
Yeah, it was so funny because Tom Dwan was over at Aria playing with some of these young influencers, some of these Instagram kids with thousands of millions of followers. And it was cool to see that dynamic of Tom, who is, another legend. Just all
No
of
doubt
us
about
looked up to him, crushing on high stakes, kind of interspersing with the new generation of vloggers, of influencers, of TikTokers.
I love seeing that for growth of the game. We need that. It's all about getting that
guys,
new young blood.
No, we're not saying this because it's cheesy. We're not saying it because it's
Look at-
true.
just
The
look at the
game is
numbers.
bigger than ever. Men lie, women lie. Dogs can't talk, but numbers don't lie.
I think the COVID thing helped it. I think everybody appreciated the live poker thing when it got taken away for a year or two
Yeah.
during COVID. And man, coming out of COVID, you look at the World Series numbers and then all the tours numbers. I mean, all over the world.
It's a
they're
great
all
point. Being home with your family, with your friends,
Playing online poker
playing
every day.
online poker, those are the only people you can see. It made us all appreciate what we probably took for granted, which is the World Series of Poker here at the Horseshoe, Paris. Incredible time, incredible atmosphere, live interviews from Ryan Depaulo. I really like this dynamic. We may use this format going forward. He's got another one. I believe this is more of a feel-good story for us. Believe it or not, Depaulo's actually...
Let's see how he handles that.
Yeah, let's see where this goes.
Test. Oh, we're live. Hi, I'm here. Was walking the hallways, approached with "Do you take human interest stories?" and was told a awesome story that I'll let the sons of the guy tell. I don't know. So what's going on here?
So my dad recently got diagnosed with Parkinson's, and one of his lifelong dreams was to come out here. A bunch of his buddies, poker game that he's been running for 25 years, all chipped in, sent him here, and now we're here waiting for him to win it. So.
And you slow rolled him when you gave him the information, right?
Yeah, absolutely. A bunch of his friends decided to sandbag him in his birthday speech and let him know how he wasn't fit for the game anymore. And they found a new game for him, and it had to up the stakes a little bit, obviously, but we think he's ready.
And then you reveal that he was coming to the main event, and he cried, right? Yeah, it's like if you guys ever lose gratitude, like how sick and lucky we are. Any of you misregs out there able to play the main all the time, what's your dad's name?
Jeff Schultz.
Jeff Schultz, keep track of the leaderboards or whatever, right? I don't know, dude. This is a sick story. Thank you guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And with the leftover money they had for him, they made him a lord, so it's Lord Jeff Schultz.
Let's go, Lord Jeff Schultz. It was a sick story. Thank you guys. Back to you guys.
Wow.
I love those kind of stories too, man.
Yeah, and the field is chocked full of these stories. There are tons of stories. I mean, imagine, you're these guys' dads. You got Parkinson's. You have this birthday speech, and they're telling you the game has passed you by, and all of a sudden you get a seat. So let's show you guys Jeff Schultz,
Lord Jeff Schultz,
the Lord. All hail the Lord. These are the stories. The main event is full of these stories. Hopefully Jeff can make a run. Really like that beard and that hat combo.
I do too. I like that hat.
Yeah. So we might keep Ryan in the field for these interviews, Mintzy.
He's pretty good.
I mean,
I don't know. You think he's taking my job?
Considering you have left us the past few days to go to the bathroom for a long time and to just register satellite that you never came back from, yeah, I think the past few days,
Well, I mean, I can sit here by you.
Yeah, we might just let you play satellites, honestly.
For trying, I feel yeah. Well, I don't know what to say. I mean, I hadn't had a lot of success.
Don't say anything. We're out in the field here, and I don't know who that is, but I'm sure there's a story behind this person as well. What is that? It's an Arkansas hat. Go Razorbacks. Made a deep.
I hate Pig Suey.
So you're a SEC guy, right?
Yeah, I'm an Ole Miss guy. And Arkansas fans,
bitter rivals.
But on Twitter, they're Arkansas and Tennessee fans are the two that are the absolute worst and most toxic on Twitter. So I have it out with them all.
So speaking of Ole Miss, we've got legend of the game, Barstool content creator, host of the Cracking Aces podcast, Barstool Nate, the one and only. We're going to show him because I know Nikki Palmer requested some footage of him here at the main event. So you're getting your wish. And look at this, some more coverage of Barstool Nate asking you shall receive Nicholas Palmer. Let's go out to him for an interview. But speaking of Ole Miss, is he out there? Are they ready, Producer John? Or
yeah, let's get Nate.
All right, I'm live here with Barstool Nate. Can you stand up? You don't need to stand up. No, stop. You got a broken, shattered foot. What's going on?
I got aces second hand and everybody folded, so I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.
That's exciting. Your table looks okay. There's a guy here who played the ladies event with my wife at Borgata. Seat 4. Okay. But I don't know what that tells. Anyway, so sorry, I just got distracted by that, by my own personal vendetta. My bad. So how's the foot? How's the morale? It's good to come here later in the series, actually, while all the misregs are kind of burnt out. You look fresh with the hat. I saw you earlier. You feel pretty good?
I feel great. I'm very excited to be here. I don't know how you know that I broke my foot. I've never mentioned that once, but it is broken. But I made it out here on an airplane, and now I'm getting to sit at a poker table playing the main event. It's the coolest thing in the world. I'll never get used to it. It's just phenomenal that I get to play it. I'm so lucky, and I hope that I win it.
Dude, I hope I win, but I mean, we all hope we win. Wait, yo, so who's a better poker player, you or Mintzy?
I watched Mintzy. So Mintzy's been on feature table twice. No, I'm here.
Live hand play, good fold.
I've watched Mintzy on a feature table twice. He's played like 7 hours on PokerGo. Brent Hanks won't put me on because he fucking hates my guts. But he's put Mintzy on twice, and Mintzy's played a grand total of 3 hands in 7 hours. I think I'm better than Mintzy.
All right, Mintzy confirmed for Nit, but what about your main event punt? Was it 2 years ago or last year that you still think is not a punt?
I think I've punted 4 out of the last 6 years, so you have to be way more specific than that. I think you're referring to when I had 4-3 of clubs, maybe with spades, and I like 5-bet on a king-high flop. So it turns out he had ace-king, and they don't fold that in the main event. I did turn a flush draw, though. People forget that Poker News screwed me on that. They forgot to mention I turned a flush draw. So I'm not going to, no punting today. No punting. None. 0 punts.
You heard it here first, Mintzy. Nate, significantly better than you, and you heard it here first, PokerGo. Get this man some shine. I don't know. The Stoolies get proper shine. I sounded a hater. Anyway, good luck.
No. Brent will never put me on the feature table.
All right, back to you guys.
All right, I got a couple of thoughts on this. Nate can say what he wants on my 2 feature table performances when I was card dad. Just go to the Hendon Mob and look up total earnings. You know, I hadn't seen any Nate 75th or 327th in the World Series main, or Nate being top 200 or 300 in online tournaments and the players in the world like I used to be. I might be a little washed up these days, but, you know, Nate, we're going to have to see some serious results on the scoreboard before I tolerate any of this.
Numbers don't lie. Mintzy has better numbers. Is this a heads-up challenge potentially? A little airball Berkey situation between you and the...
That would be fun.
Heads up for rolls?
I'll play Nate heads up. I don't know how big my roll is.
Do you want to issue the challenge?
I'd love to play Nate heads up. That'd be fun. I don't know how much of a roll. Like, the heads up for rolls usually is probably a little deeper bankroll than we're talking about, but I'll play Nate in some heads up poker. That would be fun.
Maybe a little 1-2 heads up for rolls. 1-2 no limit.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Freeze out.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm not
we're here, guys. We're just winding down. We are going to have longer shows for you coming all week. I think we're going to keep Depaulo out in the field to prevent cancellation for us. But he did a great job today with these interviews. I still don't know why he wore those headphones. Again, guys, tune in for this final table. Mintzy will be doing the commentary, so the strategy is covered between him and Remco. Again,
loaded final table.
Loaded final table. Yuval Bronstein, Sam Soverall, Alexei Panikovs, one of the best European players in the world, so just one of the best players in the world, and Ethan Rampage Lau. I wonder if he's going to be able to vlog the final table. That is coming out right after we're done. They're going to kick us out of here. And yeah, well, thank you guys so much for being here, watching this main event coverage. We will be here all week, giving you guys the early stages of the main event. You know, things are only going to heat up as players start getting knocked out left and right. The field starts slimming down. Big money, big pay jumps, huge field. I think we're getting over 10,000 players. I'm just going to say it now. And I think we're getting over $10 million for first place this year. I'm just going to say it, Mintzy. And hopefully no one will remember if I'm really wrong.
I mean, the beauty of making predictions, though, is outlandish. When you're right, you get to chirp at everybody.
Exactly.
Everybody makes mistakes.
That's the beauty of content creation. If you lose in poker, you lose a big hand, you just lose the money, you bust the tournament, it's over. In this world, I could say things that are crazy, and if they're wrong, they just disappear into the ether. But if I'm right, then I can go back and reference the clip. It's an amazing world of content creation. I would suggest all you guys out there that are on the fence, get into this world, get in the main event here. Look at the man himself, the myth, the legend, Ethan Rampage Lau. Hope you guys will support him. Support your vloggers. Mintzy may start vlogging after this heads-up match with Barstool Nate for rolls at 1-2 no limit.
I am
yeah.
going to start vlogging in the fall, but I'm going to.
Let me ask you while we have you. I know that people don't want to know this, but what happened with the Ole Miss team that somehow had DK Metcalf, Van
Brown,
Jefferson,
AJ
Brown,
Marcus Lodge, and Dawson Knox, from
and
Buffalo.
Elijah Moore,
and Dawson Knox for the Bills.
How you guys must have had? Were you playing quarterback for that team?
They're on probation. They couldn't stop anybody. It was bad. You go 5-7 with that. It's pretty. I feel like that's almost
Woof.
like an accomplishment.
Woof. Yeah, it's impressive.
Tough.
So yeah, it's probably never going to happen. No offense to the Ole Miss guys. So you probably
We get a little better.
You root for LSU
No,
too?
dude, we love the Rebs. I like the Lane Kiffin era. We're fun.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you guys a special treat. We've got Shrimp Man. I don't know if you remember him, but he's in the background. So, Mintzy, I'm going to let you get out of here. Why don't you go grab Shrimp Man, get ready for the final table. We'll bring in Shrimp Man for a quick interview real quick because I know he wants one. I know he wants the free clout. Yeah, he's basically begging, and it's going to get weird if we don't. Security is not really doing a good job for us. Here we go. We've got the man, the myth, the legend. Make sure you get close to that mic, Shrimp Man. We got about a minute left. What do you want to tell the people here?
I am chasing a dream.
Are you playing the main event, Shrimp Man?
No, I'm not. A few years ago, I helped somebody get back into Caesar's property that was banned for life.
Was it Luke Vrabel?
Huh?
Was it Luke Vrabel?
No, Pat Lyons.
Pat Lyons. Okay. So you're chasing the Pat.
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, Shrimp Man. Sorry about that. Yeah, we got Ryan Depaulo is going to join us real quick. Thank you so much, Shrimp Man. Really appreciate you. Chasing the dream here. Yeah, we got Ryan Depaulo here, and that's going to be our show, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us here. For the producer, John, no technical difficulties today. Amazing. Look how we bring it together, guys. Incredible show here. For Ryan Depaulo's interviews, I don't know why he kept those headphones on. For the dealers, the floor people, the security that did not prevent Shrimp Man from coming on, thank you guys so much. That's our show. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, high noon. Producer John, get us out of here now. No, go.
No, I was doing a bit that you cut it, like as I was about to say.
Get out of here before he says something. Get us out.
So here's the deal. Doug Pogue has never in history beat me playing live poker. It's never happened. We played once. I obviously won. Online poker thing, forget about that. We're playing live poker, my arena. I'm going to come away with the victory. Bring it. We're not even going to throw out the idea of him beating me, but if something crazy were to happen, chances are pretty good that I would do a rematch. But we're not looking at no rematches.